Junk food. It's everywhere. From the brightly lit aisles of supermarkets to the neon signs of fast food joints, it's almost impossible to escape its grasp. It's like a relentless wave, crashing into our lives at every turn. Whether you're walking down a busy street or just flipping through TV channels, junk food is there, calling out to you with its siren song of convenience and taste. Like, seriously, it's like trying to avoid political ads during an election year. You know how it is? Everywhere you look, there's another smiling politician promising the world. Junk food is just as pervasive, but instead of promises, it's offering a quick fix for your hunger pangs. But instead of empty promises, it's empty calories. These snacks are designed to be irresistible, packed with sugar, salt, and fat to keep you coming back for more. They give you a quick burst of energy, but it's fleeting, leaving you craving more and more. And let's be honest, we've all been there. That moment of weakness when you reach for a bag of chips or a candy bar, knowing full well it's not the best choice. Maybe it's a guilty pleasure, or maybe it's just a habit. Either way, it's a universal experience. That late-night craving for something salty, sweet, or a glorious combination of both. It's like your brain is on autopilot, guiding you to the pantry or the fridge in search of that perfect snack. And once you find it, there's a moment of bliss, followed by the inevitable regret. But here's the thing, junk food consumption is on the rise. Despite all the information out there about healthy eating, we're consuming more junk food than ever before. It's become a staple in our diets, and the numbers are only going up. It's like we're collectively saying, hey, let's normalize feeling like crap. We know it's not good for us, but we do it anyway. Maybe it's the convenience, maybe it's the taste, or maybe it's just the sheer availability. Whatever the reason, it's a trend that's hard to ignore. And look, I'm not here to judge. We all have our vices. For some, it's a glass of wine at the end of a long day. For others, it's a binge-watching session of their favorite TV show. And for many, it's that bag of chips or that candy bar. We all have our ways of coping with stress and finding comfort. But the problem is, this particular vice is slowly but surely chipping away at our health. It's not just about the extra pounds or the occasional stomach ache. It's about the long-term effects that we might not even realize are happening. High blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, these are just a few of the potential consequences of a diet high in junk food. Think of it like this. Every time you eat a bag of chips, it's like throwing a wrench into a finely tuned machine. Your body is an incredible system designed to function optimally with the right fuel. But when you feed it junk, it's like sabotaging that system. It might not break down immediately, but over time, the damage adds up. Sure, it might still function for a while, but eventually something's gonna give. And when it does, it can be a wake-up call that's hard to ignore. So the next time you reach for that bag of chips or that candy bar, take a moment to think about what you're really feeding your body. Because in the end, it's not just about satisfying a craving. It's about taking care of yourself for the long haul. So why is junk food so damn addictive? It's a question that has puzzled many of us as we reach for that extra slice of pizza or that second helping of fries. The allure of junk food is undeniable, but what's really going on behind the scenes? Well, it's not an accident. The food industry has meticulously crafted these products to be irresistible. It's a calculated effort, involving a lot of science and psychology. The food industry has spent billions of dollars engineering these foods to hijack our brains. They employ food scientists who work tirelessly to find that perfect combination of ingredients that will make us crave more. Sugar, salt, fat, these things trigger the release of dopamine, the feel-good hormone. When we consume these ingredients, our brain lights up with pleasure, making us want to repeat the experience. It's like a chemical reward system that keeps us coming back for more. Every bite sends a signal to our brain that says, this is good, you should do it again. But it's not just the chemical warfare. The marketing strategies employed by these companies are equally powerful. Bright packaging, catchy slogans, and strategic placement in stores all play a role in making junk food hard to resist. Junk food is also convenient. In a world where time is a precious commodity, the ease of grabbing a quick snack or meal is incredibly appealing. It's quick, it's easy, and it requires about as much effort as ordering takeout. With the rise of food delivery apps, getting your hands on junk food has never been simpler. And let's be real, in our fast-paced, always-on world, convenience often trumps health. When you're juggling work, family, and social commitments, the last thing you want to worry about is cooking a healthy meal from scratch. Social media and advertising also play a significant role. We're constantly bombarded with images and videos of delicious-looking food, making it even harder to resist the temptation. From a young age, we're exposed to junk food advertising. Cartoons, TV shows, and even online games often feature ads for sugary cereals, snacks, and fast food, conditioning us to associate these foods with fun and happiness. Social settings also contribute to our junk food consumption. Whether it's a party, a movie night, or a casual hangout, junk food is often the go-to choice for its shareability and universal appeal. However, the aftermath is not always as pleasant. Many of us experience guilt or regret after indulging in junk food, knowing it's not the healthiest choice. Yet, the cycle continues because the immediate gratification often outweighs the long-term consequences. So, what can we do to break free from this cycle? Awareness is the first step. Understanding the tactics used by the food industry can help us make more informed choices. Consulting with nutritionists and exploring healthier alternatives can also make a significant difference. Ultimately, it's about finding a balance. While it's okay to indulge occasionally, prioritizing nutritious whole foods can lead to better health and well-being in the long run. The key is to be mindful of our choices and strive for a healthier relationship with food. Now, before you accuse me of being a buzzkill, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the health consequences. We all love the convenience and taste of junk food, but it's important to understand what we're trading off for that momentary pleasure. It's not just about the extra calories or the sugar rush, it's about the long-term impact on our bodies and minds. Look, I'm not a doctor, but I've watched enough medical dramas to know that a steady diet of junk food is bad news. These shows often dramatize the consequences, but there's a kernel of truth in them. Junk food is typically high in unhealthy fats, sugars, and salt, which can wreak havoc on your body over time. It's not just about gaining a few extra pounds. It's about the cumulative effect of these unhealthy ingredients on your organs and overall health. We're talking about increased risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and a whole host of other fun things you don't want on your medical chart. Obesity isn't just about appearance. It's a serious health condition that can lead to other complications. Type 2 diabetes, for instance, can result in nerve damage, kidney issues, and even vision problems. Heart disease remains one of the leading causes of death worldwide, and a diet high in junk food significantly raises your risk. And it's not just the physical stuff. Junk food can also mess with your mental health. The high levels of sugar and unhealthy fats can lead to mood swings and energy crashes, making you feel irritable and anxious. Over time, this can contribute to more serious mental health issues. Imagine feeling constantly on edge or struggling to find the energy to get through the day, all because of what you're eating. Studies have shown links between junk food consumption and depression, anxiety, and even cognitive decline. Researchers have found that diets high in processed foods can lead to inflammation in the brain, which is associated with depression and anxiety. Moreover, there's evidence suggesting that a poor diet can affect your memory and cognitive functions, making it harder to concentrate and learn new things. So while that bag of chips might taste good now, it's worth considering the long-term effects on both your body and mind. Okay, enough with the doom and gloom. Let's talk solutions. The good news is, breaking up with junk food doesn't have to be a miserable experience. It's all about making small, sustainable changes over time. First things first, identify your triggers. Do you reach for the chips when you're stressed, bored, sad? Once you know your triggers, you can start to develop healthier coping mechanisms. Section 5. Meal prepping, your weapon against impulse eating. One of the best ways to combat junk food cravings is to be prepared. And by prepared, I mean having healthy meals and snacks readily available. Enter meal prepping. I know, it sounds about as exciting as watching paint dry. But trust me, it's a game changer. Spend a few hours on the weekend prepping your meals for the week, and you'll be less likely to reach for that bag of chips when hunger strikes. Section 6. Healthy swaps, outsmarting your cravings. Here's a little secret. You can trick your taste buds into thinking they're getting the real deal. Craving something sweet? Reach for a piece of fruit instead of candy. Need a salty fix? Try air-popped popcorn instead of potato chips. The key is to find healthier alternatives that satisfy your cravings without sacrificing taste. Experiment with different recipes and find what works for you. Section 7. Tech to the rescue, apps and tools for healthier eating. Remember what I said about technology? Well, it's not all bad. In fact, there are tons of apps and tools out there that can help you make healthier choices. From calorie trackers to recipe generators to grocery delivery services, there's an app for that. Use these tools to your advantage and make healthy eating easier and more convenient. Section 8. The domino effect, small changes, big rewards. The best part about ditching junk food is that it creates a domino effect. As you start to eat healthier, you'll have more energy, you'll sleep better, and you'll just feel better overall. And when you feel better, you're more likely to make other healthy choices, like exercising more and getting enough sleep. It's a virtuous cycle. Section 9. You've got this. Embracing a healthier you. Look, I'm not gonna lie, kicking the junk food habit can be tough, but it's not impossible. It's all about making conscious choices and being kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you slip up every now and then. The important thing is to get back on track and keep moving forward. Remember, you're not just changing your diet, you're changing your life, and that's a beautiful thing.